Chelsea. This is my 33rd birthday, if you can't tell from the balloons behind me. My 12-year-old son picked this out for me. Look how freaking cute this is. And then my 10-year-old son picked this out for me, and this is too perfect because I love the screaming chickens. And then this one's really loud and obnoxious. And then I also got this cute elephant puzzle to make. So yeah, hopefully that's not too hard because I'm not the best with puzzles. So yeah, I wanted to do an interview and have my husband and children ask questions. So I have no idea what these questions are. They've already come in here. So I will be watching the video clip of them asking the questions and answering. So let's see.
Let me just come in here. Hey, baby. So, today's your birthday. You wanted us to ask you a few questions. So, my questions to you are, what are your goals for this year, and how do I help you?
Okay, what are my goals for this year and how he can help me? Okay, so I feel like I always have way too many goals, but I do want to get back on track with eating because I've gained like 10 pounds now. So I want to get back on track on eating so I can lose all this inflammation again and get leaner. And I would love to grow muscle this year because I've stayed the same for so long. So I would love to grow muscle, but I have to eat. And I know that. And that is a huge struggle for me. So conquering food is one of my huge goals. And then I would say conquering my mind, just like my overall anxiety is too much sometimes, and I hate that it like gets in the way of so many things. So I want to conquer that this year. And I want to do that holistically. Like I don't want to take any pharmaceuticals for that. So that's just like a lot of work on my part. I don't know if it's like, mineral deficiencies or something. So like taking my supplements regularly and, being active regularly, and I don't know, maybe start journaling something, like, I don't know, just too much stuff in my brain, but I want to conquer that this year too. That's probably my two main goals because I feel like if I can do those two things, I can do anything, honestly. um, so yeah, and then how you can help me. My love, you're already amazing. You are the best at supporting me and everything. So yeah, just keep cheering me on through those hard days. Like I know you already do. Okay.
Do you feel that you are loved here and supported in all your endeavors and crafts and journeys and ideas and whims? And if not, how do I do better at that?
What a silly question, because of course I feel loved and supported. I feel like my brain is a complete shit show, and yeah, I don't know, for you to like put up with me wanting to do a million different things at all times, it's like, yeah, thank you. I do feel very much loved and supported. Yeah, you three humans in this house with me are the most important, and I definitely feel loved and supported, at least by you three. So, and that's really all that matters.
What can I do around the house or at work to make it easier on you so you can focus more on what you're wanting to do instead of what you have to do? And would you like to fuck?
To answer that last question, yes. Yeah, you're already doing great. Like, I don't know. I feel like so blessed, I guess, to have like a husband that's like there for me through all of it, and helps with all the things, with the kids, with cleaning, and with school and cooking and everything. Like, I don't know, I'm so glad that I have at least you for that, because like, yeah, life is hard. um and I'm just thankful that I have at least like you and the kids, to keep me going. I'm really trying not to cry. Why are you trying to make me cry? I thought these were going to be like silly questions. Okay. So, now on to the next.
I love you.
This is Jackson, by the way.
Tell her happy birthday, you love her, whatever you want.
Happy birthday, Mama. I love you so much. Thank you for birthing me. I love you. What was your childhood favorite memory?
My childhood favorite memory. Oh my gosh. It's hard to pick like a favorite. I guess I would just like depend on like different times too. So I'll just pick like one because it's like pretty far back is what I can remember. Whenever we lived in Denver City, and me and Cameron were probably about your age, Jackson. I'm trying to think. I want to say I was in probably third grade, and then so he would have been like in fourth grade. So probably around your age, a little younger maybe. Um, but yeah, I remember we had like this big like extra living room basically, and we would go in there, and we my parents also had like a huge like one of those huge like recorders, like video recorders, you know what I mean? um well, Jackson, you're not going to know because you've had technology that's greatly advanced, but some people will know, like the really big ones, like had to carry it on your shoulder type thing. My parents had that, and we would like use that to make videos, like our own little like home videos and stuff. And I specifically remember like jamming out to like Aaron Carter CDs with like just us wearing like big baggy t-shirts and just like jamming out to that and like making our own little videos. And yeah, that was really fun. So that's just one of my favorite memories as a child. Okay.
What was your favorite thing to do as a kid?
Favorite thing to do as a kid, I would say play outdoors overall. I played like, because again, this is like times have changed so much, but like I would be outside all the time. That was either like running up and down the street, like seeing whose house, like who was home that we could play with, like going over to other people's houses, or me and Sierra all the time. Like we played outside. Like when we lived out in the country, we're outside all the time, climbing trees, playing in the pond, jumping on the trampoline, like playing with the dogs, all that type of stuff. And then even like when we lived in the city, like me and Sierra would go and just like walk around the neighborhood or like ride our bikes or whatever, like just being outside, um, and just hanging out with like the very few people. Like I've just never had like a big group of people. So it's always been just like the few friends or, my brother or Sierra basically, and just hanging out outside.
Do you believe in God?
Um, did I believe in God? That is like a crazy question to ask. I did not see that coming. So yeah, I mean, definitely, I've gone through phases in religion, Christianity, like whatever. So I was christened as a baby, which is like a Catholic thing. My dad's side of the family is like all Catholic. So I was christened as a baby, and then like we had moved, and then I don't really remember what church we went to like as like a small kid, but I remember being in a Bible study class, where we learned like literally every book of the Bible. Like I used to be able to recite every book of the Bible from the front to the back, like the ABCs. So I went to like Bible school as a kid. I went to like church, like grew up very heavily going to church every single Sunday, going on mission trips, going like on all these like stuff. Yeah, so I was like very much like grew up in the church scene. And for a while there, I did really like going to church. I really liked the people that were there. I liked the pastors and everything. I even chose to be baptized again at some point. I don't really remember how old I was. But yeah, I did at some point really enjoy church and all that, until I was like until after my brother died, and then just like things got really weird with church, and we switched churches, and then that church I just was like so bored that I was just like sleeping through it. Sorry, that's terrible, but it's the truth. And I just like have never really believed the same. And I don't really know how to explain it other than like there's a lot of questions that I don't understand. Um, Especially because there's so many different religions. So, like, Christianity specifically trying to say, like, it's, I don't know, superior in some way is like really confusing to me. But I overall just like think people should just be good people, and you should just treat other people the way you want to be treated, and just try to be nice and try to do better. And, that's all you can do. And I don't know whether there's things after this life or not. Well, I mean, there's no way to know. So I hope that we have eternity with our loved ones, but we just have to make the best with what we have. So I hope that, oh my God, I hope that answers that.
What was your favorite craving when you were pregnant with me?
Okay, I'm trying to think. My favorite craving with Jackson. I feel like with my second pregnancy, I didn't crave as much stuff. I'm trying to think. Did I crave anything really weird? I feel like I literally craved all the things in my first pregnancy, and then my second one was kind of like normal, and I didn't get sick as much. Um, I can't remember really craving anything in particular. I don't know. Love, if you think of something that you remember that I specifically craved with Jackson, you have to let me know because I can't think of anything. Jackson, this is the day after the interview, and I just remembered what my craving was while I was pregnant with you. It was graham crackers with peanut butter and Nutella, like all mixed together. Yeah, I ate it, just so much of it. I was just eating some graham crackers, and it just occurred to me that's what it was. So there's that answer. Now this is Sean's questions.
Do you want YouTube to be your full-time job?
I guess so, because overall I just want my full-time job to be me, to be able to create. And I want YouTube to just be my catch-all for all of that, and a way to like document not only my life but like my kids' life and everything, and like our health journey and all that. Like, I just want to be able to do that, and then also dump everything, because I have so many different projects between renovating our house, which is like a million different projects in itself, and then just like I have my cleaning business, and then I have my other online business, and just like fitness in itself is like a whole nother thing. Just like I want to be able to just like work on all these things and have one place to just like dump it, is what that is. And in general, like all those things is like how I create, is how I look at it. Like between like all my arts and crafts and like all that, it's too much. I can't just choose one thing. And so I just want to be able to create and be able to do all those things just like whenever I want to, if that makes sense. That sounds really confusing.
Do you want to end up having a farmhouse?
Do I want to have a farmhouse? Okay, so the house that we're currently in is like in not a big city, but it's like, in the city. We have like less than a quarter acre probably. So we just have like a big backyard, like houses on both sides. And when we moved here, we thought that we would be able to get this size house, but on land, at least an acre, but we wanted closer to like 5. We wanted to be able to grow all of our own food and have our own garden, get some chickens, at the very least, and like grow onto that. And we had this, idea in our heads of like, this is what we're going to be able to do. And none of that was achievable because of the market, which is like we didn't have any control over. And just there's so many things that we learned along the way that we didn't research before. We had no idea, and now that we know them, it's like this was a stupid idea. So I don't know, because right now the goal is to just fix up this house so we can sell it, and then I would really love to be able to get us to have an RV, so that way we can just like travel and just experience life. And then if one day we decide to settle down somewhere on, a farmhouse, then I totally still see that being as like a great way to live, and like, having the ability to like grow your own vegetables and have your own animals and all that is clearly the best way to live, like holistically and like for your health and all that. And I totally agree. But I also like don't want to be stuck anywhere, which is what we feel like right now. And then also, when it comes to like just the land, like we didn't know that the land here sucks to grow basically everything. So that was stupid on our part. So just going forward, if we do choose to go that route, we're just gonna be more educated, be able to pick somewhere that actually makes sense to be able to grow the things that we want to grow and make sure that it's a place that we really do want to live long term. Because again, like we went so deep into this house and then now we're like, why did we do that? Because there's just so much that we just didn't research before. So yeah, just it's a possibility.
And what age would you want to be when you retire?
What age would I be when I want to retire? That's also a really hard question because I I don't even know what retirement would look like, especially if, like YouTube happens to like be something that I end up to actually make money on at some point, which is like I can't even fathom that. But um yeah, I just feel like my careers in general don't are not like the norm. And so, most people be like, oh, 65 because like I get to like cash out my retirement and you don't have to go to work, but like my jobs aren't that any of them. And also I'm just like hopefully we'll always be able to like I hope to just be able to physically and mentally be able to just do whatever I want to do, whatever it is at the time, whether that's like learn a new hobby or learn a new sport or start a new business or whatever it is. Like, I just want to be able to like physically and mentally be able to do those. So, as far as retirement, like, I hope that I am able to physically keep up, with y'all and with family and life for as long as possible. Like seeing people that are like physically not able, like you can tell that they're in pain and it's just like miserable to like move around, like oh my heart breaks. And it's like I want to avoid that as long as possible. So again, it's like I gotta get my shit right now so that way I can avoid that as long as possible.
What's your favorite hobby right now?
Well, anything else you want to say?
No. Oh my god. Transition.
Okay, what is my favorite hobby right now? I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to say fixing up the house because that's like what I'm currently fixated on, which also comes and goes. But yeah, like like sitting here looking in this bathroom, I'm like I really want to paint this bathroom. So I'm gonna say painting the house. Like I want to. That's the next goal. Complete painting the house is my current hobby that I'm into because I want to get it done. So, okay, that was all the questions. I feel like I've been rambling for so long. I don't know if any of this made any sense. Happy birthday.